baby, I'm back! Lord have mercy. Like, hear that song? That's my new theme song. Stole that from Ric Flair. He's the greatest, you know. I'm the greatest. Gotta be. One and only song that can handle Vape 5. Welcome to your Vape at 5. I'm your host. I'm BlackCat. I'm back! Lord have mercy, I'm back. I'm back. Better than ever. I spent the last 2 weeks situated here in Mexico. I'll tell you, there was outrage and protest all over the world. I had been receiving messages from everywhere you could possibly think of. The government of Sudan held a embargo, maybe, on the U.S. because they said until the Vape at 5 has returned, that there will be no importing of anything into Sudan. So to the people of Sudan, I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll get your Big Macs and monster trucks very, very soon. Happy to be back, man. I'll tell you, dude. Woo! 2 weeks. That's a long fucking time. You know, I wasn't going to do a show today. I was just going to wait. I was going to take the weekend. I returned yesterday. It's like a I didn't want that to pop up. Hold on, let me close that. Thank you, Apple Cider. Oh, another one. Dr. Phil. Mourns a tragedy. Well, good for you, Dr. Phil. And another. Let's see what this is. Oh, Laura Ingram's story. Is there any more? Got any more notifications you want to tell me there, Google News? Anyway, I wasn't going to. I took 14 hours yesterday to get home. And you know that traveling anywhere, I don't need these anymore. Traveling anywhere internationally, you have to go through security upon security upon security to get back. And so it was a long day. It was a long day. A lot of waiting in line and a lot of people on edge. Because whenever you get into a place like that where you're trying to hurry, you're trying to make your deadline between your connecting flights, everybody's kind of on edge and everybody's trying to hurry, and you tend to forget your manners when you're like that. Now, like for me, I don't really, it doesn't really bother me. Like I'm just like, I'll make it to the gate. I'll get there. I'll make it. Like I'm not too worried about it. So I was able, but a lot of people, especially if you have kids and things like that, it can be a little stressful for them. And then in turn, it kind of becomes stressful for everybody else. So yesterday was a really, really long day. So I had planned on just taking today off, not doing a show, and then doing them again on starting Monday. But I got a lot of messages, and I'll be honest, man. I missed you guys a lot, and I wanted to do a show and just hang out with you guys for a little bit, and that's what today's going to be. I've got a couple things I got to do. I got some vape mail I'm going to open that I got while I was away, and I'm going to do a rewick. I got to rewick the Widowmaker RDA because I haven't rewicked it since I've been back, so I figured I'll do that on here as well. And then we'll just talk. I've seen a little vape news I was reading. I didn't really stay connected to a whole lot. I was communicating mostly with some of the patrons and things like that while I was gone and sending some pictures of the place we stayed in Mexico. But as far as like doing anything like for the show or for like social media, like I didn't post anything on Instagram. I don't think I made a post on the Facebook page. Like I just kind of stayed away from it. And it just kind of let me, recharge. When you do this constantly, especially for how much as I do it, 5 days a week, now doing 4 days a week, plus other shows I do and things like that, it could be a lot. And after like a year and a half, you need like to just like, take like a technology break, if that makes sense. Just take a technology break, spend time with family, which I did. Veronica and I had a fantastic, we're really, really good vacationers. And we were able to relax and just like, just improve. I felt like we just improved our relationship. She's on here. Terrible. Wow. When your husband walks like a sloth. I do walk like a sloth. I do. I'm not very fast. I pretty much walk slow. Like she's like everywhere we go, I'd be like, can you like, wow, Scott's back. I thought to YouTube unsubscribe me. Hey Shane, how you doing, man? Yeah, so it was a nice break. So we went to Mexico, as I mentioned. And I'd been there quite a few times. I like Mexico a lot. Mexico is really the cheapest vacation you can possibly do, other than if you want to do a beach vacation. Because anytime you start doing beach vacation, you're going to pay premium prices on pretty much everything. From lodging to food to all the essentials, you're going to be paying a ton. Hey, Vaping with Ken, how are you, sir? I'll jump through and say hi to everybody here in a second. I'm just going to sit here and blabber for a minute. But if you look at the money, if you do all inclusive, you can do like a really affordable vacation to Mexico. And in the place we stayed, we had never stayed before, and that's one of the kind of things I like to do is like to stay in different resorts, and that way it's a new experience. Even though it's kind of the same thing, it's still a new experience. The place is new and everything's kind of new and fun. And we kind of made a mistake with where we stayed, and it was nice. It was really, really, really nice, but it was really big. And we had to take like a shuttle everywhere we went. We couldn't just go to dinner. We had to get on like a shuttle to go to dinner. And it was like these double-decker buses. And it was kind of stressful. And not stressful as much as like, it's just a pain in the ass. Instead of like walking to dinner and just going to get something to eat, you got to get on a fucking bus to take you somewhere to eat. Like, kind of was a pain in the butt. And so that was, and then something, we're not commuters here in Ohio. So we don't use like mass transit or anything like that. When I lived out east, that's all we used was mass transit. But here in Ohio, we don't. I'd gotten away from like that experience of waiting in line, waiting for the bus, getting on, getting off, sitting next to people, being around. And so that was a little different and something that was kind of like offsetting for the resort. We also had a power outage at the resort. The whole fucking resort went down. And I'm telling you, this resort was fucking huge. Guys, it was huge. If it was 5 miles long, it was a mile. I mean, it was huge. And they had this whole entire beachfront for these different hotels that were part of this resort. The power went out. And like everything, like people were screaming and shit, like thinking we were going to get attacked. And of course, when like that happens in Mexico, the first thing you think is, cartel. The cartel's coming. They're going to get us. And, I'm like, I wasn't really that worried about it, but some people were. And there were people like screaming, hey, Tracy, how you doing? Good to see you. So, yeah, a bus for food, Jane. Yeah, it was kind of, it's kind of weird. The food in general, I've been sick the whole time. I got sick on Sunday, and I'm still sick today. And just like cramping my stomach, and like I'm an alcoholic. Like I can pretty much eat and drink anything. Like anything. And I still have like some cramping and stuff in my stomach. So I don't know what they fed us, man. But it was a rough transition. Getting home, I had like that's the worst too when you're traveling. Your fucking stomach hurts and you're like you feel like you can't go to the bathroom. That's like the absolute worst thing that can possibly happen to you when you're traveling. And so that was my day yesterday. Was like fighting the bathroom and getting to know the airplane bathrooms like I'd never known them before. And so that kind of sucked. But other than that, it was a very good time for Veronica and I. We went with our daughter and our son-in-law, and they had a fantastic time, and it was extremely relaxing. Now, as you know, I don't drink, and Veronica drinks, but in very, very, very limited quantities and very small moderation. And I don't think she drank the last week. She drank a few times when we got there, I think through the excitement of it. It's like, oh, yeah, I'll have some drinks and things like that. But then her stomach started hurting her, and she's like, I think I'm going to lay off the booze. Is because I don't know. It's like something's wrong with the booze or something like that. And I missed you too, Joseph. Thank you, man. I really did miss you guys. Hey, Dave, how you doing, man? Missed you too. Let's do this. Let's go through. Let's say hi to everybody that I can see in the participants list, and then we'll continue on with my rambling. All right, hold on. Can you tell I'm excited to be back? I'm fucking so excited to be back. Big G Coils up, Big G. How you doing, brother? Great to see you, man. Talking to Big G today. Big G is going to be featured with his team. Wire Monkeys. God damn it. How can I always forget? Let me grab the name of his team that's going to be featured. Now, I worked on Drill Jockey. Drill Jockey team is going to be featured here. All the builders from Drill Jockey, and that's a team that Big G is a part of. Now, I have been working on features for you guys. I've got about 7 people who have agreed to go ahead and be featured. I don't know when I'm going to get them. A lot of the guys are international. And I don't look when I start looking for builders. I don't look at where they're from. That doesn't mean anything to me at all. So when I ask them for their thing for it, I'll go back and check and be like, oh, you're from Spain. Okay, well, I can wait. I'm going to be like 2 or 3 weeks out. So just depending on when I start getting them. The big fear I have, of course, is running out of builders. I have 4 on the list here. And I'll be honest, before I left, I kind of got in vacation mode and I didn't really try to schedule anybody. So while I was on vacation, like the last week, I've been talking to people and trying to get more people in here to be scheduled. I've got a lot of just unbelievable builders coming, guys. Just a lot. I mean, just there's so many great builders now that it really makes my job a lot easier. And everybody's so willing to be featured. They really want to support the channel, and I think in turn support the craft, and they know that's what we're trying to do here. And so I'm getting a lot of guys who are guys and girls who are willing to be featured, and I'll have on here. So I've got some people coming. Big G and the team is one of them. So good to see you, Big G. Big Red, what's up, Big Red? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you're here. If you have not subscribed to Big Red Vape channel, make sure you do that. Post haste immediately. Hit the subscribe button. God damn it. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Glad you're here. BlackCat, Whiteface Vapes. That's me. I'm not really whiteface. I'm kind of red. Now, in the light here, you can't see. I'm actually kind of tan. Believe it or not. I don't really tan. I got two shades. I've got pale and red. I don't have a tan. But I wore 50/50 sunblock. It was literally like wearing a winter coat. It was like, I was lubed up. The wife was making fun of me the entire time because she kept saying like I looked like I had on like a mask because like I had like put white out all over my face because my face was so white for all this because I was like, I'm not getting burnt because that's the worst thing that can happen to you on vacation is you get burnt and like it'll ruin it. You can't go back out in the sun. So I was like, fuck that. I wore 50 the entire time, reapplied it like every day, like 3 times. But we were out in the sun the entire time. I know I may not look like it, but we were out in the sun the entire freaking time. So it was pretty cool. Cal's Irons, what's up, Cal's? Man with $1 million swivel. Great to see you, brother. Glad you are here, sir. Charles McLaren. He's the Baron. He's in the house. What's up, Charles? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Dan the man. What's up, Dan? Dan, staying active over on the Discord. Great to see you, man. Super glad you are here, my brother. Dave Montferro. What's up, Dave? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you for welcoming me back, sir. I'm glad to see you, and I'm super glad you are here, my friend. Evie. What's up, Evie? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Glad you are here. Now, Evie, are you EB Vapes? I think I know you from Instagram or maybe from Facebook or something, but it was EB Vapes, or maybe it used to be EB Vapes. Anyway, dude, glad you're here, man. Thank you for joining. Eric Sutherland. What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? Great to see you, brother. I'm super glad you are here. Fabian. What's up, Fabian? Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here, my friend. Gwat Bull. What's up, Bull? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. I'm glad you are here. The Bull. Hobag. What's up, Hobag? How you doing, man? Good to see you, sir. I'm glad you are here, my friend. James Rivera. What's up, James? How you doing, man? Great to see you, sir. I'm glad you're here. There she is. Miss Jane Dodd. What's up, Jane? How you doing, honey? Great to see you. Super glad you are here. I do have some vape mail from Miss Jane. I will be opening as soon as I get done doing this and a little bit more intro. We'll get to the vape mail and then we'll do the rewick. Joseph, sir, what's up, man? Joseph, great to see you, my brother from another mother. Glad you are here, man. Lime Dog Chris, what's up, Lime Dog? Good to see you, my friend. Glad you are here, sir. Raven Shadow Vapes. What's up, Raven? How are you, honey? Great to see you. I'm super glad you are here. Mr. Randy Hupkins. Great to see you, Randy. I'm glad you are here, sir. Shane Smith. What's up, Shane? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hope everything is going great with you, my friend. And thank you for joining me. I'm glad you're here. Subaru Nerd Babes. What's up, Subaru? How you doing, man? Great to see you, brother. I'm glad you are here. Todd Black. What's up, Todd? How you doing, man? Great to see you, my friend. Talked to Todd quite a few times. Todd's always active on the Discord, too. So I got to talk to some people on Discord. That was mostly where I was at. We have a Discord and for the patrons, and I just stay in there and post pictures and chat with those guys most of the time. But good to see you, Todd. Thanks for joining me. Good to see you. Tony Jenkins. What's up, Tony? How you doing, dude? Great to see you, my friend. Glad you are here, sir. Tracy. What's up, Tracy? How you doing, honey? Great to see you. I'm super glad you are here. Glad. Thank you for welcoming me back. I'm glad to be back. Vape with Ken. What's up, Ken? How you doing, dude? Great to see you, man. I'm glad you are here, my friend. And Mr. Wire Spaz. What's up, Wire Spaz? Good to see you. Now, those I missed, happy you are here. Wire Spaz. All right, who did I miss? Let's see here. I see Nick Fenton. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Gunther. What's up, Matt? Great to see you, my brother. Good. Thanks for joining. Josh Main. What's up, Josh? How you doing, dude? Great to see you, man. Glad you are here. Did I miss anybody else? What Tick Mike? What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Glad you are here. Theos. What's up, Theos Beans? Is that how you say it? Theos, I think. I hope so. I'm terrible with names, Theos. Terrible. You can ask anybody. I'm fucking awful with names. Terrible with them. You should. Oh, dude. Reading name tags this week? Fucking awful. Awful. I was going to be with the wrong name the entire fucking time. They just look at me stupid. This dumb motherfucker doesn't have my feeling. Sorry, dude. Amigo? Does that work? Good to see you, man. Glad you're here. Mr. Pebble, my Pebble, good to see you, Mr. Pebble. Glad you're here. Dustin Kendall, good to see you, my friend. Glad you are here. Now, it looks like I've got pretty much everybody. If I missed you, I'm Joe White. What's up, Joe? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Joe, put up a... Joe, okay, so I'm thinking about... I haven't bought anything vape-related since I bought this. That hasn't been for review. I bought a few things for review. Typically, I give them out when I'm done with them because I usually use the Patreon money to buy it. So typically, I give them out when I'm done with them. Only thing I did keep, I kept the Widowmaker because I really fucking liked it. That's the one thing I'm going to keep. But I hadn't bought anything vape related, and since pretty much the Turk. The Turk V2 is the last thing I got. I think I got that in like February, March. So I've been looking at billet boxes, and I keep hearing everybody how great they are. And I looked at the prices; they're pricey. They're like I think $2.99 or close, and they had a sale yesterday for 10% off. But I just couldn't pull the trigger. And I keep hearing everybody loves them, and I love a nice mouth-to-lung vape. I used a pod system the entire time I was gone. I'll tell you, exclusively using Salt Nick for that long, I started getting headaches and my throat started hurting a little bit. It kind of scared me a little bit, honestly, because I didn't bring a freebase nicotine system. So I didn't bring like a regular nicotine system. I just brought the Salt Nic, and I think I got a little scared of it just because I really was getting headaches all the time. And as soon as I got home, I haven't used it and my headaches have gone away. So I don't know if there's something related there. I guess there could be, but I've had something like that happen in the past, just where you're just getting too much nicotine, and it never feels like it's enough to me. And I use 25, and I thought about going up to 50, because just 25 just doesn't feel like it's enough. But then with this, it's only 3 milligrams. Of course, it's a different type of administration of the e-liquid, but maybe I don't know. So I don't know. I think that I think it's something to definitely stay conscious of. If you're going to go exclusively Salt Nic, man, let me know what you think. I really wasn't a fan of it at all. And I don't think you get great flavor from Salt Nic. Not like you do from regular EG, not from dripping or squonking or things like that. So, yeah, so I'm back with doing just a regular. I think I'm going to stick with that for a little bit before I go back to the Salt Nic, or at least use it in moderation. So I got a couple things while I was gone, and I had mentioned I got something really nice from Asmodus. This is the Minikin 3S. Now, you've probably seen some reviews on this, and this is their tank. It's just called the tank, just like Skada does with the tank. It's their first actually sub-ohm tank. So I got this, and I wicked it up before I left, and then when I came back, I refilled it, and I've been using it off and on. But here's the actual mod. They gave me a black one. Really ergonomic. Like, I really, really like this thing. I'm going to review this thing next Wednesday. And as you know, I've done quite a few Asmodus products. And I've done, I think, 4 of their mods, including this one, that has the touchscreen. My biggest complaint with the touchscreen on the previous mods is it wasn't responsive, or it would do the wrong action that I was trying to get it to do. And I have not had that with this. This thing's response is really, really nice. And I haven't had any problems with it doing anything on it yet. It does exactly what I want to do. So I emailed them and I said, hey, is there a different chip in here? And then the guy that sent it to me, Sally, he said, yeah, there's a new chip in here that we're using in these mods that is an upgrade from the previous chip. So we'll talk a little bit about that during the review. But we're going to review this on Wednesday. So we'll review the mod, and I'll also go into a little bit about the tank. I only have one, and I used the coil. I don't believe there's another. I think there is another coil with it. But I'll just show you the coil. It's a mesh system. Now it says between 40 and 70. I got it at 75 watts. Good flavor. Good flavor. And, you know, it's hard for me to judge a sub-ohm tank, so I have to use them exclusively. So starting tomorrow, I'm not going to use anything but this. I'll finish out the day using my regular setup here, but then after that I'm just going to use this because it's really not fair to judge flavor the Widowmaker, which has phenomenal flavor. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that, brother. Ken says, welcome the Fleef back, making coils while watching. Good for you, man. What you making, dude? Making something good? Send me some, Ken. I'd love to have some Ken coils. Send me some coils, dude. I'll vape them. Hell yeah. Yeah, so it's not really fair to put up a Widowmaker, which is a phenomenal. If you didn't watch my review on the Widowmaker, which I don't think many people did, there's only like 300 and something views. But if you didn't watch it, and you've never used the Widowmaker RDA, I highly suggest watching it because this is a phenomenal RDA, guys. This RDA, I was talking to Turk about it this weekend. I was like, dude, during the week, I messaged him, talking about some other stuff, and I was like, have you used the Widowmaker yet? And he's like, no. I was like, get one. I was like, it's worth it. Like I feel like I should turn people on to it because I don't think anybody's really talked about it that much, and maybe, you know, sometimes you get a user experience of something that's just really, really great. Maybe I'm over pumping it, but I just keep coming back to it, and I just absolutely love it. And so yeah, so if you haven't tried it, it is absolutely fantastic. But it's not fair to put this up against this. So if I'm switching back and forth, then it's not fair to this tank to run it against this. I will say this: this does have good flavor. A lot of Sub-ohm tanks that I've used from the very, very beginning, especially since I started using the rebuildables, flavor's just not there. It's just not there, and it almost tastes bland, like there's nothing. And I have not had this experience with this tank. The mod, and I'll talk more about it, but it's got a really good weight to it. It's a dual battery 18650, but it's got a really, really good weight to it. Nice colorful display, easy to see, easy to operate, really ergonomic and nice in the hand, and nice design. So nice and slick, feels really, really durable. I didn't drop test it. I don't plan on doing that, but it feels really, really durable. And it's got like this, I'll have to look at what this is actually called, but it feels like almost like some kind of plastic rubber outside of it that makes it more durable. I'll read more about it and have more information for you on Wednesday. I hear heavy metal music playing, but not me. You must have something. I bet you have something else open on your tab. Check your tab, Randy, because I don't have any music playing on mine. All right, so let's go ahead. I was reading the chat there. Let's go ahead and start doing the vape mail that I got, and we'll see what all we got in here. All right, let me grab my scissors. Okay. So first I've got some coils here. Does not have a name on it, but these came in from the UK. So let's see who this is. I'm assuming it's going to be somebody from the drill jockey team. And this is fine art. Join the colony. Fire Ant Vapes. So there is join the colony. What a cool slogan and logo. Fire Ant. Fire Ant, join the colony. I like that a lot, man. Really well done. Fire Ant Vapes. Very, very cool. Let's see what all we got here. Oh yeah, Fire Ant. Okay. So we've got some frame staple aliens, a little alien action, frame staple alien, staple, okay, Staggerton fused Claptons. Oh, staple stagger fused Claptons, dummy, SSFC. Staple stagger fused Claptons, which I will be keeping those, and 3-core aliens. Let's take a look at these staple stagger fused Claptons, shall we? Let's take you down to the desktop here. We're gonna take a little gander at these staple stagger fused Claptons. Bring you down here. Ooh, is that lighting okay? There you go. Let me take them out of here. God, these look gorgeous, man. These look absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Oops. Oh, I got a hair on them. Let me just set them down there. There you go, dummy. Those look absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful work. God, I can't wait to vape those. Those look fantastic. Thank you so much, Mr. Fire Ant, for sending those. I look extremely forward to vaping them. Beautiful. The other ones look great too. Staple Stagger are a couple Fralians in here, which will be you guys. Nice 6-wrap. Coming in at 0.1. These are all 0.1 or above. 0.12, 3-core aliens, 2636. You know I love my aliens, man. Those look absolutely gorgeous. So I will put these back in here. I'm going to write Fire Ant on it so that I know exactly who it is, and I will put him into the box. Fire. Now, our second package here is from Miss G.I. Jane. I'm not entirely sure what is in it, But you never, ever know. I'm assuming this is a replenishment of my cat's whiskers because this is a great... Look, have you guys tried cat's whiskers yet? Have you tried it? Dustin Kendall, I think you've tried it. Tommy DeZombies, have you tried it? Tommy, have you tried the cat's whisker? It's the number one heated liquid juice in the world. I was constantly being hounded at the airport. As soon as I walked in the airport, I was getting hounded for people wanting the cat's whisker. They're like, hey, you're the cat's whiskers guy? I was like, that's me. That's my fucking logo on it. Bet your ass that's me. Like, they're speaking to me in Spanish. Cat's whiskers? I was like, yeah. Gato whiskers? I was like, yeah, that's me. What? We need some immediately here in Mexico. I was like, I didn't bring any. So you got to talk to G.I. Jane. She's got it. G.I. Jane? Yes. So, okay. That's where you go. Go to this hospital or airport. Let's open up a scene here. Everybody all over the world wants it. Number one e-liquid in the world, guys. If you have not vaped it, she always double, triples, and quadruple wraps everything. Jane, you do this to me on purpose because you know I'm going to open it live. There's more. Wait, hold on. Literally. This is like Houdini couldn't get out of this box. No fucking way. Fucking David Copperfield. No fucking way. You're dying to get put in the Jane box. Like David Copperfield. Oh, you think you can get out of a bunch of straitjackets? Have Jane wrap you up. You'll never get out. You'll never fucking get out. Ever. This shit is... There's that. All right, now let's see if we can get this part. It's not that. I'm not in it yet. No, there's still more to go. Oh, lordy, lordy. Some beautiful. Look at this. This is what I should have brought with me to Mexico. I would have made all. Whoops, this one. Turn that way. That one. There we go. It would have made the Mexicans very, very happy if I would have had my cat's whiskers. So I am replenished. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'll tell you what. We're going to do a giveaway. We are going to do a giveaway for 2 bottles of Cat's Whiskers e-liquid to one lucky winner today at the end of the show. I will ship it out tomorrow. Probably cost you about $7 for me to ship it to you. So stick around for that. All right, let me get situated here. So I had something I did want to mention before I do my rewick here. When we do the giveaway, get out of here. I had something I wanted to mention, something that happened to me on vacation that really at first really kind of took the wind out of my sails and made me like. And you can ask Veronica. I don't know if Veronica is still in the chat. Hey, Michelle Lynn, how are you? Good to see you, honey. Thank you for joining. Wolf, what's up, Wolf? How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in forever, dude. Glad to see you, brother. Glad you are here, man. Thank you for showing up, man. Appreciate it. So I had something happen to me on vacation I thought was kind of odd. Something that kind of fucked me up a little bit. Hey, Gary, how you doing, man? Good to see you. So as you guys know, and as everybody knows, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I haven't drank now for over 2 years. My sobriety date is June 12th of 2017. I just celebrated 2 years last month. So I've been on vacation before since I've been in recovery, and it's not easy. It's really, really not easy, and especially if you go to a place that is a all-inclusive party type environment in like the Caribbean, Mexico, Puerto Rico, or Dominican Republic, something like that. People want to party and have a good time, and that's their right. That's what they should do. That's what they're there for, to party and have a good time and drink, and maybe drink a little bit too much. Who cares? But that, to me, is not an irresponsible use of alcohol because nobody's driving. Nobody's driving. They're sitting in the pool all day with their family and their friends and their loved ones, and they're putting a buzz on, and it creates a really fun environment. Play music, and people dance and get silly and have fun, and maybe do a couple things that you think are, that you regret, but who cares, man? It's vacation, and that's what vacation is for. I don't have, I've given up the luxury. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Good to see you, Jennifer. Glad you are here. EB Vapes, there he is. EB Vapes, good to see you, man. I have lost that privilege. I don't have that privilege anymore that I can do that. I'm not responsible enough of a person. I don't have the ability to turn off and on alcohol. And once I start, I can't stop. And there's no, even after not drinking for 2 years, I know that even picking one up for me is not going to work because it's not going to satisfy me. It's just fucking stupid because I don't want to just drink one. I want to get fucking hammered. I want to get as drunk as I possibly can. And that to me is the only goal for doing it. And that is why I can't do it. Because once I start doing it, that's what happens. And then I want to do it over and over and over and over again. And that's when it kills me. So that is why I can't do it. Well, on vacation, you know, when you're around a lot of alcohol and everybody is drinking and, you know, as soon as you walk in, they're like, tequila? And, you know, I just tell them I'm allergic. I'm allergic. I can't drink it. And, you know, I just, whatever. And I'm thinking, dude, you don't want me to fucking drink tequila, dude. I'll burn this fucking place down. And, but I just turn it down. And, you know, Veronica's very supportive in that she, you know, she drank a little bit on vacation, but she really watches what she drinks. And we, you know, we just drink water. We just drink water, like at the pool, and, you know, it's kind of nice. Everybody's drinking booze, and we just get these. We have our own little cups, they're kind of like Yeti cups, what we got, but they're different. And you just put ice and water in it, and it's agua con hielo, I believe is what it's called. That's what we're saying. That's what we were drinking, agua con hielo. So, and you know, and I did have a couple of drinks without alcohol in them. Like I had a pina colada with no alcohol in it. It's pretty cool. Had a daiquiri with no alcohol in it. It's pretty cool, you know what I mean? But you have to be careful. And what, you know, I go through a whole thing, and typically I'll smell it, and then I'll like let it hit my tongue and just make sure there's no alcohol in it. Then I'll ask Veronica to taste it or smell it and be like, "Is there you saying alcohol in it?" I'll be like, "Nah." I'll be like, "Okay, I'll drink it." Once I take a big drink, I can tell if there's alcohol in it immediately. And not only I can tell by the way I feel that if there's alcohol in it, because I know that feeling very well. And so, you know, you just do that. Well, we had been really, really careful. And a trick that alcoholics use, and something that a guy had told me a long time ago when I first got into AA back in 2009. He said when you go to a party and you don't want to answer questions about your drinking, and you don't want to become, you know, a topic of conversation regarding your alcoholism, and that, you know, it doesn't bother me. And I told pretty much everybody down there that would talk about it. You gonna do some shots? I'm a fucking alcoholic, man. I can't. You know, I'll end up in jail. I was like, you know, I'll end up divorced and in jail in Mexico, and I'm not doing that. But so I told on myself. But one trick that we use, especially when you go out to dinner and things like that, is we get sparkling water with a lime. And what it does is it looks like a drink. It looks like a drink. It's in a glass. It's got a lime in it. So everybody thinks that it's a drink, and nobody questions you what you're drinking. And so it's a really effective way, and something that I use a lot in social situations. I'll just get carbonated water with a lime or sparkling water, Canada Dry, whatever they have. It's like, give me that on ice and put a lime in it, and I look good. So we went to dinner, and this is the fucked up thing. Every single time I would get a drink, I would smell it. And I'd be like, is there, you know, I just test it, see if there's alcohol in it, then I'd let it hit my tongue and be like, okay, there's no alcohol in it, and I'd drink it. The one time I didn't even think about, we were having a really, really good time, went to a Japanese steakhouse, and I got my Canada Dry with lime, and they brought my drink, and it looked just like it, and I went to take a drink, and I took a drink, I set my drink down, I kept talking, all of a sudden I stopped, I'm like, fuck. I was like, that had alcohol in it. That's not fucking Canada Dry, that's gin. It's like, I can fucking taste it. I know what gin tastes like. I fucking love gin, and I love a good gin buzz. There's nothing, dude, a good gin drunk ends up me butt naked with a shotgun. That's a good gin drunk right there. Gin is evil, and it's fucking fantastic. But I tasted it, and I knew there was gin in it, and it fucked me up. And I handed to Veronica, and I was like, Veronica, can you taste this? Tell me if there's alcohol in it. And she because I wanted to verify, but I didn't want to taste it again. I wanted to verify it and be like, hey. And she took it, and she's like, yeah. She's like, there's vodka in it. And I was like, no, that's gin. I was like, there's fucking gin in it. I was like, damn it. So I thought for a second, and I was like, damn, you know, I haven't tasted alcohol. And I wasn't worried. What? There's more stuff in Jane's package. Oh, Jane said there's more stuff in there? All right, I'll go back to it. Let me look. So I didn't, at first, it was like getting hit, it was like getting slapped in the face. It really was. And Veronica said, when I looked at her, I was super pale, fuck, man. I really had felt an accomplishment of not touching alcohol for 2 years. And, you know, it felt like to me, I had really accomplished something. So even to taste it again was kind of like a letdown for me. And, you know, and I was kind of bummed. And then I thought about it, and I was like, you know, I was like, everything has to be tested. Everything has to be, everything in life has to be tested at some point. And, you know, sometimes you have to get more confidence in yourself through these tests. And that's a really, really good way to get confidence in yourself and in what you've accomplished. And I really felt like after I did it, because I easily could have drank it and nobody would have known. I would have known, but nobody else would. And I wouldn't have been drunk. Nobody would have, I would have been able to play it off, sit there and drink it just like it was supposed to be a fucking, carbonated water or a Canada Dry and lime. I could have drank it. Nobody would have fucking known. But I was like, you know what? I did the right thing. I fucking identified it. I was like, I fucked up. Okay, take it back. Give me my real drink, and then I'll drink that. So I did the right thing, and I felt really like after I did it, I was like, I actually felt kind of proud. I was like, wow, you know, maybe you know this whole like all this work I'm putting in is paying off. You know what I mean? And you know, the only other alternative to that is only drink water. You know, give me a bottled water. That's the only alternative I have. Because if I ask for anything, if I ask for a soda, if I ask for anything comes with alcohol in it when you're in an environment like that. You know, rum and Coke, you know, vodka cranberry. There's nothing I can drink that, you know, that I, for sure, there's no alcohol in it if it comes in a glass. So, you know, they got me one time. The thing that kind of pissed me off was I had been really, really, really good about checking it every time before I took a drink. If it wasn't in a bottle and I wasn't opening it, then I was really, really good about checking everything. And the one time that I didn't is the one time that it got me. Why am I getting all these fucking ads? Well, I gotta do a scan on my computer. So hey Charlie, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, you know, I don't, Nick. I don't, and it wasn't my doing by any. Oh shit, there's some other stuff in here. Oh Lord, look at the bottom here. Cat's Whiskers. This is mine. This is my stuff. Cat's Whiskers, 2 Mont Blancs, a Cinnayum, and a Decadence. These are for me. Thank you, Jane. Jane, you're too sweet. Thank you. I love you so much, honey. Thank you. You are the best. Yeah, you know, it isn't something that I'm not going to punish myself for it by any means, but I don't know. I don't consider it. I'll never ever. Oh, thank you, Joseph. He says, that made you stronger, brother. You are the man. Thank you, man. Hey, Texas Cloud Town. How you doing, dude? Good to see you, man. Texas Cloud Town has a really great channel. If you guys haven't checked that out, man, click on his name. Go check it out. It's fantastic. Yeah, you know, Neil DeBong Tyson over alcohol. You know, there was a lot of that, Michelle. A lot of that. We went to Playa del Carmen, which is a town right outside of Riviera Maya. It's about maybe 20 miles away. No, 20 minutes away, not 20 miles. But we went there. She hooked you up too, Charlie. Hell yeah, she did. Jane is amazing. We went there and walked around. They have like a big open market area. And walked around there and had a really good time. I bought some shirts. They have these things, they're called sugar skulls. Have you guys seen these? And basically what they are, they're skulls and they have designs inside of them. And they're really fucking cool. They're really fucking cool. I got my kids some of those, and I didn't get myself anything. I got myself a pair of pants. I was there because I had to get long pants for dinner, but that was it. Thank you, Joseph. Well, I'm glad, man. Dude, anytime I can help you. What's up, Tommy? The sesh is in the house. Yeah, thank you, Tracy. Appreciate it. You know, so we went to the market there. And it's funny because you walk around, and the one thing that's kind of obnoxious is because at in Mexico, at a marketplace, there are a lot of salesmen, and they make their living off people buying things from the market. So they're pretty aggressive. They're going to come up to you. They're going to stand in your way. They've got tactics that they can use. They'll act like they're from your hotel. You'll be like, oh, did I see you at dinner last night? Yeah, remember me? I served you over there, blah, blah, blah. Well, they didn't, and it's all bullshit. But they do that to try to get you to buy things from them. And I've been going there about 20 years, so I kind of know how it works. And it is what it is. Like, I don't blame them. They're trying to make a living. They're trying to get a hustle on and make a living just like everybody else, man. And that's what they got to do. That's what they do. And, you know, it's not cheap to live, so they got to do what they got to do. But, you know, there's a lot of guys, and I get this pretty much every time I go, and they'll say, you know, do you need anything? And it's like, oh, no. Do I need anything? Yeah, you know, like that question, like anything I want, right? You know what I mean? So you get a lot of that. Like, do you need anything? What do you need? I got anything you need, stuff like that. But you know, you just kind of, nah, man, get the next guy. I'm fucking sober. I'm not doing anything. But it's pretty cool. One thing that can be a little unnerving there is the guys are the police there have machine guns. Most of them, yeah, like loaded machine guns. Like they don't fuck around there. They're federales. They're like federal police. They're not like local police. They do have local police there as well, but there's like real, like in like riot gear, like guarding things. So it can be a little unnerving. You're not used to it. You know what, man? Michelle, I'll tell you, Randy, like you had to wear long pants into some of the restaurants. Yeah, it sucked. That's another thing I didn't really like about the hotel. I'll tell you, I did not really like this place as far. What in the God's name? Why does it keep doing that? I keep getting these ads. Remove ads. Same ad over and over again. Damn. Maybe I need to close that? Maybe that'll help. Okay. Sorry about that. You guys can hear that dinging? That's these ads that keep popping up. I haven't ran like a cleanse on my computer and pulled all the, what's that stuff called? The tracking stuff off of my computer in a long time, so I need to do that after this. Yeah, it was just, you know, the whole thing about the hotel, the power outage, the having to take a bus to get everywhere, the walking to get everywhere, so far. Everything was so far. Literally, like we all lost weight on vacation because we walked so much. So much. It was like end of the day, I'd be exhausted because they had like a disco, and Veronica wanted to go to the disco. I was too tired. I was like, man, I'm fucking exhausted. It didn't open until like 11 o'clock. I was like, I don't think I can disco. Although I'm a disco champion. You know, I'm a great, damn, fucking fantastic dancer. Couldn't. Hey, porn ads, I bet they're not porn. I don't watch porn. Not anymore. Not since like my 20s. Fucking apps. Yeah, Herb. How you doing, Herb? Good to see you, man. So I did see some interesting vape news. Why don't we do this? Wow, let me rewick this thing real quick. So I saw some interesting vape news today. I saw that our buddy, Mr. Scott Gottlieb, got a new job. Congratulations, Scott. Looking good for you. Interestingly enough, Mr. Scott Gottlieb, believe it or not, which this is going to surprise the shit out of everyone because he was such a good guy, is now a board member for Pfizer, who Pfizer has Chantix on their fucking thing. So you look back at everything he did against vaping, and then he starts to work for Pfizer. It's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, is this some kind of joke? And it really is. And that's the way it is. All the guys who work for the FDA all end up in some capacity working for Big Pharma in some capacity after they leave. And I saw that today. I was catching up on my vape news when I got back. And I saw that and I was just like, par for the course. Par for the fucking course. You know, and until the American people start realizing stuff like this, that it's all about money and that it's all a fucking joke, it's going to continue to happen, guys. It's going to continue to happen. Unfortunately, with vaping, the sad part about it is really that all it's going to do is kill more people because people are going to continue to smoke. You know, people are uneducated about it, which a lot of people are. It's not even their fault. They're just uneducated about vaping. And they don't know the health benefits. You know, when you get told things over and over and over again about how bad something is, it really is difficult to actually get to a point where you're going to accept it. And, you know, marijuana tried for years upon years to break the stereotype of being a thing that can kill you. Let's see if I can get, damn, I packed this thing tight. Let's cut that. Let's cut this off. So it's going to take a while for vaping to get to that point where people actually see through the bullshit. And it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of continued work on our part, people who do vape and do realize the health benefits for it, to get it back, to get it to a place where it is more seen as an actual alternative to smoking and not something that is trying to get you to smoke or something that is killing all the kids. But just things like, you can almost, it almost goes from a playbook, like these guys who work for the FDA. The FDA is not an organization that is there to protect your health. The FDA is an organization to protect the pharmaceutical companies. So don't ever think for a minute that the FDA, if you're going by anything the FDA says, I had an example the other day I was thinking about, and God, what was it? There was something I was watching that really made me think. And it was a really good example of the FDA. Oh, here's a good one. Okay, so in Mexico, on cigarette packs, and this is also true in Canada. In Mexico and Canada, on cigarette packs, let me burn those down real quick. They have very blunt warnings on them. Very, very. Try Decadence now. I can do that. I can open the Decadence right now. Decadence. All right, here it is. Get it out right here. It's probably 3 milligrams. It is. Thank you, Jane. Got it out. All right, I'm gonna try it now, Nick. But the one thing about that, like, if you go to Canada and you buy a pack of cigarettes, or you go to Mexico and buy a pack of cigarettes, they're very blunt in telling you, like, this is going to kill you. It basically says on the packaging, the warning label says smoking kills. Like, it's no joke. Smoking will kill your child. Smoking kills. It shows pictures on the packs of cigarettes of people dying in hospital beds. It shows pictures on the cigarettes of an unborn fetus that was damaged from smoking and things like that. So, I mean, it's very graphic, and it tells you exactly. Here, you read the labels of cigarette packs. And because of the tobacco lobby, it says smoking may cause birth defects. Maybe. If you're really unlucky, may cause a birth defects. Like, I may get up and do this, that, and the other. It's not a maybe. It's like pretty positive it's going to. Smoking may cause cancer. It may. For sure. I don't know. But we don't know for sure, but it may. So it just tells you right there. The FDA not putting not ensuring those type of labels are on cigarette packs. There you go. So that's the kind of difference between other countries around the world. And unfortunately, a lot of them take the lead on stuff like this about like vaping from us. More than likely it's because of financial reasons. And so the unfortunate part about it is a lot of other countries are still going against vaping because it is not in their best financial interest to have vaping allowed. A lot of tax revenue, guys. A lot of fucking tax revenue is taken away from smoking. Really is. And it's unfortunate because you're gaining tax revenue from something that is literally killing people. And when an alternative comes up that is much, much, much more safe, then financially it is not good for your bottom line. You're going to be against it. And I can understand that. The companies do that. I get it. You know what I mean? But at least be more upfront about it. I guess you can't be upfront about it. Sorry, we don't give a fuck if we kill you. But I mean, people who smoke must know it's not good for you. Just say, these are going to kill you, but we don't want vaping to be big because we want you to keep smoking cigarettes. They're better, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I just wish they were more honest about it. But I guess asking somebody who's making money to be honest is kind of tough, especially money like that. All right, get this thing cut up here. Brand new. Oh, I should have showed you what I'm using. So I got a new sponsor last week I was talking about. Holy Fiber, guys. It's all I use pretty much. And it wasn't something, they didn't come to me to sponsor me. After I used it, I was like, can you please sponsor my show so that I can continue to use your wick? Because I absolutely love it. And they said, yeah, and they did. So now they're my sponsor and they're my preferred wick. It is the best wick I've ever used. It changed my vaping experience, literally. And to say that about cotton is pretty ballsy. And it's true. I mean, it changed. I really feel now, and I mentioned this before I left, I really feel now that the vape I'm getting out of the RDAs, I've come to like the juice that I use now and the wick I use, I've got the perfect vapes now. Like, I don't think it's going to get any better. I really, really don't. And that's the companies I look for to sponsor the show because that's the companies I want to represent. And I don't want to tell you guys something that I like if I don't like it. So it's super easy when I have like Shy Tots, Turk, and Holy Fiber. Were pretty much my 3 favorites. All right, let's get this wick down in there. Might have to, nope, I don't. Perfect. If you remember when I wicked this last time, how much wick I put in it. This time, not near as much. A lot less. And when I wet that down, it's going to be perfect. There we go. I just want to get it perfectly in there. Okay. Wet this side down. Now, I've never had this. This is Decadence by Shy Tots. I've never had it. Let's go to the knuckle test. Ooh, that's good. Is it banana? Is banana in it, Jane? Is it banana? Right now, Jane is literally yelling at her TV because it's not. There's probably no banana in it. There's probably not. That's why I keep telling her I want her to come over to America so that she can have Big Macs and I can ruin her palate. Oh, speaking of Big Macs, as soon as I got back home last night, I ate 2 Big Macs. As soon as I got back. I miss them so much. I miss McDonald's. I actually spent like the last week having conversations with people about fast food. Just like anybody who'd listen, I'd be like, "You like fast food?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like Big Macs? I'm like, yeah, I fucking love Big Macs. Fantastic. Random conversations, random people talking about Big Macs. Surprising how many Americans actually love the Big Mac. Still number 1. All right, get this juiced up. These are still Mr. Addy Tooney's coils that are fucking fire. These coils are absolute fire. I told Clint the other day, I said the best coils I've used are Addy Tooney's and his are the best coils I've used in a long, long time. And I was telling Clint that the other day. I said, I think Addy may have you edged. He's like, well, it's not that. He didn't think it was that. He's like, I guess it's a pretty good guy to be edged by. I was like, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, these 2 guys, their coils are fucking fantastic. Let me cut this over here. There we go. That looks perfect. Let's lay it down in there. Perfect. All right, let's juice her up. Look at that. Those are Mr. Addy Tooney's coils. Fucking phenomenal. It does smell like chocolate. It smells like chocolate and banana. Is that right? Vanilla fudge swirls with chocolate and banana. You goddamn right. See? My palate's better now, Jane. Because come back from Mexico. I'm international now. Hold on, let me screw this down. All right. Wow. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. It tastes exactly like it sounds. Vanilla. I taste vanilla. I don't taste fudge. Well, I taste chocolate. Vanilla chocolate. Kind of a fudgy chocolate. I get it. And banana. That is absolutely fantastic. Where do you order? Talk to Miss G.I. Jane. She will hook you up. That is Jane Dodd in the chat. Or you can go to ShyTots26 on Instagram. Fresh wick. I gotta turn down the air just a little bit on this. A little bit too much airflow. There we go. I use 3 holes open on both sides. Is what on the vape on this. See you, Michelle. Thanks for stopping by. Who's this guy building coils? It's not me. I'm not building coils. But the wife, so we're on vacation, and Veronica keeps telling everybody I'm like the best coil builder in the world. She's like, he's like one of the best in the world. I'm like, no, I'm not. They're like, yeah, you are. You're one of the best. So all these people down there on vacation like thought I was like some like famous guy. Like I'm not famous at all. Not at all. I have like 3,000 subscribers. Very far from famous. I think there's guys who I think there's literally guys who fart on YouTube who have more subscribers than me, and all they do is fart. There's one guy who farts like songs, and he has like 1 million subscribers. So he's famous for farting. I'm not. A 3-hole guy. I don't know what that 3-hole. All right, guys, let's do the giveaway. I need a number between 1 and 150. Go. 2 bottles of Cat's Whiskers is going out today. 2 bottles for this giveaway. Sponsored by Shy Tots. I'm getting my replenishment of all my Turk stuff. All my Turk stuff's getting replenished. I talked to him the other day. We got to get all that replenished. The farting coil filter. That might work. Start farting. Tony, I should. I should start farting. I'd probably get more subscribers if I did. Did you see the donkey show? No, Charlie, I didn't see a donkey show. Did not see a donkey show. Not paying shipping. Yeah, it's expensive. Over there, 2 bottles would be, Nick, it'd probably be like $12. $12, $12.50 maybe. Yeah, no, 14. It's 14. It goes 14 and then 24. Yeah, it's really expensive. I think I could get away with getting it over there for 14 though. I think because it doesn't, like, the lowest you can pay. Oh, my computer just go out? No, my computer just went down. I think I could get away with it doing it for 14 international. That is really good, Jane. That is fantastic. Prep one for us. No. I did on vacation. I farted in a kid's face on accident. It's pretty bad. I was standing in the hallway. I didn't think anybody was around. And, like, my stomach was in knots the entire time. And I had to fart. I was like, so I, like, kind of moved away from everybody and farted. And next thing I know, I hear this, ooh. And I turn around. There's literally, like, a 6-year-old kid standing right at my butt level. His face was right in my butt. And I fucking farted right in his face. And I felt so bad. I turned on Lo Siento. Luciano, dude. I'm so sorry. I need to fart. He's looking. I was like, damn. I wish I had like I don't know, like an ice cream right here. Take some ice cream, dude. I had nothing. I was like, sorry, man. I didn't mean to fart in your face. I didn't see you. You snuck around the corner. All right. So 31, there we go. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and pull a number between 1 and 150. And we get random number generator. Generator between 1 and 150. First number, 92. Second number is 48. And third number is 87. Closest number without going over is going to be our winner. Number is 87. Let's go up here. 62 is our leader. 69, Megan. Hey, Megan, how are you, hon? Good to see you. 69. 89, Tam. Dude, you're right there. 79, Fabian. 79. EB Vape, 79. Any 80s? I don't see any 80s. No 80s. So I think 79. I got 2 people at 79. Just double check. 79. Fabian. 77. We're looking at 87. So 79. EB and Fabian. EB and Fabian. At 79. All right. So EB and Fabian. I need a number between 1 and 20. Closest to the number, doesn't matter if you go over, doesn't matter. Closest to the number wins, okay? Between 1 and 20. EB and what was my other one? My other 79 was EB and Fabian. EB and Fabian. Shane Smith, 81. You the one, Shane. I already pulled it though, dude. So, EB and Fabian. Fight to the death. EB and Fabian. Thank you, Randy. Is C in here? I didn't see. Hey, how you doing, Sweet? Good to see you, hon. Thanks for joining. All right, Fabian 11 and EB 13. Let me pull a number. So I'm going to hit it 3 times. Closest number is going to be the winner. 5 is the first number. Second number, 18. And the third number is 10. That would be Fabian. I need to turn this light down. Let me do something real quick. Let's see if I can turn this down. Where's it at? No. Well, fuck, I'll do with it after this. I don't want to fuck it up. Anyway, it's 10. You guys can see it there. Fabian, you are the winner, sir. All right, Fabian. I don't know if I have your mailing address. I think I do. I think you gave it to me. And I think you're international. So we're going to look at like $14 to ship it over to you. Message me on IG and we'll get everything sorted out. Okay, brother? All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Absolutely love you guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. You guys have a ton of shows on tonight that are going to be fantastic. You got 8 o'clock, you got the Green Room on. I believe 8 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, you got Fresh. At 10 o'clock, you have Vape Stew with the guys. It's going to be a fantastic show. I believe they have Steve Kennedy on from Kennedy Mods. That'll be fun. I can't wait to watch that. And then at 11 o'clock, you got my man, I love him to death, Mr. Tommy Vapors will be on 11 tonight. Vaping with Tommy and friends. Guys, have a fantastic weekend. I love you. I hope everybody stays safe. Hope you had a great holiday as well. And I will see you Monday with a featured builder, which I'm not going to look it up right now. Well, hell, why don't I look it up right now? Why don't I just look it up? If I can find it. That's not it. Oh, wait a minute. I think I found it. Our featured builder will be Arca Coils. A-K-A-R-K-A. Arca Coils. That is our featured builder next week. See you guys Monday. Have a fantastic weekend.